All right, hello and welcome. We are here for game one of the doubleheader to start Saturday off for us between the home team that is out in the field right now, the Sea Turtles, and the visiting Prairie Dogs. Your leadoff batter is going to be Kyler Bacon here for the Prairie Dogs. And starting on the mound for the Sea Turtles is going to be number 19, Solomon Carlton. Bacon's able to start off with a 2-0 count here. Both of these teams played each other last night. They had an extra inning, 10-inning game go on. Ended up finishing off with a 4-3 victory for the P-Dogs off of a little bit of an unfortunate play. Had a runner on first and third, ground ball up the middle. It was fielded by the shortstop. There was a runner on second, fielded up the middle by the shortstop. Runner tried to come around and score from third. Gets in a pickle between home and third, and the ball gets thrown away in that rundown and is able to just walk home and score right there. So that's how last night's game ended. We'll see how game one goes here for the Turtles and the Prairie Dogs, as you're going to have Hunter Klingelhofer stepping up as the two-hitter today for the Prairie Dogs. So Carlton having a little trouble finding the strike zone here to start the game. Issued a 4-pitch walk and is now down 2-0 here on Klingelhofer. Runner's going to go. Throw down is not going to be in time. A good swipe there from Bacon. But he does collect his first strike here. So it's found the zone and looking to try and lock in a little bit more. Runner on second with a 2-1 count. You're going to have a shallow fly ball over to second base, but it might drop in. Denny's not able to come on fast enough to be able to catch right there. And so that'll actually be a little bit of a bloop single right there for Klingelhoff and create a first and third situation with still nobody down. So you have a 4-pitch walk and then a base hit here to start the inning for the Prairie Dogs. And you're going to have Klingelhofer is going to take off and go. The throw down is going to be high. You're going to release from third. The throw to catcher is going to be also high. And so that's going to allow Klingelhofer to be able to get all the way to third. So the first and third play executed to perfection there for the Prairie Dogs. They draw the throw, able to go home and score and draw the errant, probably not super recommended throw there from shortstop, which will allow Klingelhofer to move over to third. And now you've got a runner on third, already a run across for the Prairie Dogs, and still no outs on the board. Ground ball to short. It's going to be good enough to score the run. The throw across is going to be in time, though, so they collect their first out. And Carlton's able to reset here a little bit. Open bases, one out on the board, and just be able to take a deep breath and start to lock in here. And hitting cleanup for the Prairie Dogs today is going to be number 9, Tam Bellafuel. Ground ball to third. Just goes foul. Gilligan makes the throw anyways and makes a strong throw across. So definitely showcases the arm there a little bit, but must have just gone foul right before the bag. I don't I don't know if I've ever heard an umpire apologize to a player on that play before, but he definitely just told Gilligan sorry for that one. But a good breaking ball gets Bellafuel out in front and fouls it down the third baseline. Gets him with the high fastball, and Bellafuel goes upstairs to try and chase a little bit. Not able to catch it, so it'll be the first strikeout of the game here for Carlton. That'll bring up number 17, Cam Prairie. Prairie out of Yakima Valley College. Swings through the first two pitches he sees, and Carlton gets up to an 0-2 count. And swings through another pitch. It'll be blocked in the dirt by Smith. Makes the throw over to first in plenty of time. So 1-2-3 punch out right there allows Carlton to get out of the inning. Not before 2 are scored by the Prairie Dogs, and the Turtles will look to respond in the bottom half with your score 2-0. So starting on the mound here for the Prairie Dogs is going to be number 14, Nate Heyman, also from Yakima Valley. He'll be thrown to his college teammate back there in Bellafuel. And the leadoff batter for the Turtles is the third baseman, Angus Gilligan. Fly ball to left field is going to be camped under for the first out there. So Heyman able to go and get the first batter of the game for himself. And that'll bring up Atticus Smith. And Smith swings through strike 3 there. So Heyman a quick 1-2. Looking to try and see if he can sit him up or sit him down in order here. As you're going to have the second baseman, number 6, Gavin Lim, up for the Sea Turtles. Watch us strike 1. Lim from Presentation College. And he's got a ground ball up the middle. Play's going to be gloved to throw across in time. So sure enough, Heyman is able to do his job and goes 1-2-3 in the first inning here. And it'll head us to the second with a score of 2-0. Yeah. So leading off the second inning here for the Prairie Dogs is the center fielder, number 1, Elijah Tanner. And he's going to hit a fly ball to the other center fielder right at him. So 1 pitch, 1 out there for Carlton. And now bring up Dean Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn playing first base here normally behind the plate, but is going to get some time over at first for this game. Usually that's the switch that you see a lot. Catchers can go and play that first base role, and being able to, well, one, when you have multiple catchers on a team, being able to rotate them through, but especially here in summer ball, as Pettyjohn takes one just barely off the thigh right there, so he's going to reach base safely. But saving some knees by not having him have to squat so much behind the plate and get him over to first. So with Pettyjohn on first, it's going to bring up the second baseman, number 7, Sam Arcaris. So Arcaris up to a 2-0 count to start his AB. Now gets 3-0. Carlton has showcased some really good stuff on the mound so far this summer, but just to start this game is struggling a little bit with control. It's already issued a couple of walks, hit batter. Now to a 3-0 count, looking to come all the way back. And that'll at least be strike 1 there, so the first job is done. Has 2 more to be able to battle back with here. Move over, not in time. Just making sure that Pettyjohn's staying close over there. And that will be ball 4 up high. So it's going to allow runners to get to first and second here with 1 out on the board. So Valencia, number 23, is going to step to the plate here for the Prairie Dogs. Ground ball is going to go foul down the third baseline. Swings through strike 3 there, so Carlton is able to get a strikeout, leaves the runners where they're at so far. First and second, now you've got 2 outs on the board, so a big strikeout there for him. And that is going to bring up Patterson here. So Dusty gets to a 2-1 count. Carlton still kind of trying to find that groove to be able to stay in the zone here. Really wants to go and get this out as the top of the lineup is standing on deck and Kyler Bacon. So 3-1 count here to Patterson. Especially knowing that your leadoff batter is on deck here, the 3-1 swing has got to be something that gets driven into a gap. But he's going to watch ball 4 up high and does just as good of a job as he hands it to the top of the lineup here with bases loaded. Carlton is still in a good spot, though, as he has 2 outs on the board, so just has to look for one more here. Can come in any form. And just wants to try and see if he can strand the runners where they are. Line drive up the middle. Williamson not able to glove it. Just goes right off the heel of his glove right there, so not able to make the big play. And the throw goes errant coming in to the infield, and so Arcaris is going to be able to take advantage of that there and be able to score on the little bit of a flip over the second baseman's head. So unfortunate series there for the Sea Turtles. Carlton thought maybe he had his ground ball to get out of the jam. Kicks right off the heel of Williamson's glove, gets into center field, and Arcaris is actually able to score on another error that comes in on the throw. Takes advantage of that, gets home, and so now you've got a score of 4-0. So now you got a 2-2 count here to Klingelhofer. Once again, Carlton looking to try and get this final out of the inning. And it's going to be a line drive stung into the right center gap, but it's going to be able to be tracked down there by Leiser. A good route and being able to jump all over that, so he helps Carlton out, and they get out of the inning. 2 more runs scored by the P-Dogs, and you'll have a 4-0 lead heading into the bottom of the second. So your leadoff batter here for the Terts is going to be number 10, Michael Green. Green did the catching duties last night and looks to be in the extra hitter role today. And so another strike called there on Green. It's going to make it to a 1-2 count here. Heyman has been pretty efficient on the mound so far. Oh, you're going to get a check swing. Oh! So the ball hits Green there. They checked down to see if he went, and yes, he did commit. So that'll be strike 3. The tag comes on him, so there's the first out of the inning. So he's going to hit him again. So Kara's going to reach base on a hit batter there. And so a little correction there on the last call for you. The check swing makes it a strike, obviously, and then when the ball hits him, it still remains live because it can't be a hit by pitch if you swing at it. So it's a drop third strike. Green does not advance on it. The tag gets put on him, so there's your first out of the inning. Caro now on first base with the hit by pitch, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 17, Tyler Reese. Good pitch on the outside corner there by Heyman. Watches the ball up high. A lot of excitement going down in the Little League fields over there. Foul ball is going to go up and over. Do we have another inside the Parker over there? No, it's just a triple. We could see, yeah, this kid's already set himself up for the cycle pretty well. Hardest one out of the way. So you're going to have 1-2 count here to Tyler Reese. Another foul ball. So you got a deep fly ball to center field. Tanner's going to backtrack on it, but is able to make the read and come down with the catch, which will require Kara to retreat to first base. So the second out of the inning made. So the center fielder, number 1, Logan Leiser from William Penn, is going to be the batter here. If I remember correctly, Leiser was the one that put down 1, if not 2, bunt base hits, I believe, last game. And you're going to have a chopper to third. It looks like it's going to be fielded. Patterson's going to make the throw across. Pettyjohn, we're waiting for it. Oh, is able to stay on the bag there. And so it's going to be the third out of the inning. after the meeting of minds there between the umpires, we were able to get a different angle, and they said, yes, Pettyjohn did pull his foot there, and so the throw just barely took him off the bag. You're going to reverse the call, and you're going to have safe at first. So you're going to reach on the E5. That'll give you runners on first and second, 2 down. And this will have the shortstop, Williamson, step into the plate. So 1-2 count here to Williamson. He's going to foul one down the first baseline. Ball just about comes inside and hits Williamson, but he gets out of the way of it, so it'll be a 2-2 count. You got twos wild on the board. Ball 3 goes up high, so now after the reversed call, you've got full count here with 2 outs. Runners are going to be off in motion. Williamson looking for a barrel and trying to see if he can reach base and score a run here for the Sea Turtles. You're going to have a chopper to shortstop. It's going to be fielded cleanly. The throw across in time. So the P-Dogs don't let that hurt. Come back out, get the next batter out, and we'll return to the dugout looking to try and expand on a 4-0 lead. Turtles are able to throw up their first 0 of the game in the third inning. Leadoff batter here for them will be the right fielder, Cameron Denny. So he swings through strike 3 on the outside corner there. So Heyman's still cruising along fairly well. And the extra hitter will be Caleb Berry. Fouls another one straight back. And we'll quickly get to an 0-2 count. Evens himself out a 2-2 count now. So ball 3 on the outside corner now here, and now you've got a full count to Berry after falling down 0-2. Looking to try and win this battle right here, reach base and hand it over to the top of the lineup. The delivery is going to be a ground ball to second base. Arcaris kicks off the heel of his glove and goes right in front of him. Allows Berry to be able to reach safely there, so he does his job. Now you got a runner on first here, 1 out, and the top of the lineup coming up, and Gilligan. So Gilligan, soft chopper over there to first base. Heyman's going to take it and take it himself to first, too, so he'll get the second out of the inning. So fly ball is going to be to shallow center field. Tanner's going to get a look at it and able to come on and glove it for the third out. So once again, Heyman is going to be able to go and put another 0 up on the board for the Sea Turtles. So it'll remain a 4-0 game heading to the fourth. So leadoff batter here for the P-Dogs is going to be the first baseman, Pettyjohn. Carlton back on for his fourth inning of work here, trying to see if he can duplicate the third inning and throw another goose egg up on the board. Pettyjohn gets to a quick 2-0 count here. He's going to foul another ball straight back. Like we talked about, Carlton has that good stuff to be able to miss barrel on the pitches. It's just right now to start this game has been a little bit of control problems, allowing free base runners. As you're going to get a weak ground ball up the middle, fielded not cleanly there at shortstop, so just takes a funky hop right before it gets to Williamson. So that'll get a base runner on with an error to start the inning. And that'll bring up the second baseman for the P-Dogs, Arcaris. So Arcaris is to a 3-1 count here. Good pitch there on the outside corner, gets a 3-2 count. Tries the corner one more time, but it's going to be just outside, so Arcaris draws a walk there. And that'll bring it over to the extra hitter, number 23, Benito Valencia. So ground ball up the middle is going to be just outside the reach of Lim. Pettyjohn comes waving around third, and you will be able to score. So a RBI single there for Valencia brings home one run and gets runners on first and third here with nobody out still for Carlton on the mound. Dusty Patterson will step up to the plate as he watches ball one. So line drive here to Lizer in center. Looks like it's going to be deep enough to be able to bring home the run, so a sac fly for Patterson. Does the job, gets another run in here for the Prairie Dogs. So you have the top of the lineup here in Kyler Bacon, and the new arm on the mound for the Sea Turtles is going to be Logan Brent. Logan Brent from the hometown Grace Harbor College Chokers. So you're going to get a ground ball up the middle, just gets underneath the glove of Lim right there, so base to base for the runners, and you'll have a ground ball single for Kyler Bacon. So far in the inning, you had Petty John started off getting on a walk, or an error. You had a walk, and then the RBI single from Valencia, followed up by a sacrifice fly by Patterson. And that leaves us where we're at right now with runners on first and second with one out after the single from Bacon. With Klingelhofer up to bat, 1-1 count. Good curveball there from Brent. Gets a swing and a miss, so it gets a 1-2 count. Looking for the second out here of the inning. Runner on second was adopted from the starting pitcher, Carlton. Runner on first is what he is liable for, as he brings another breaking ball fouled off. Strike three on the outside corner. Beautiful spot from Logan Brent. Gets his first out, which will be the second one of the inning. Looking to try and see if he can do his job as a relief pitcher, come in and stop the damage and be able to leave runners on first and second as he's got 2 on the board, looking for the last out here. Batter's going to be Caden Baker. So Brent goes back-to-back balls in the dirt to make it a 2-0 count. Starting the AB here to Baker. Ball 3 up high. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk there from Brent. Bases will get juiced here. And the catcher, Tam Bellafieur. Strike 1 there on the outside corner. Brent has really gone to the breaking ball quite a bit early here in his relief outing. Looks for the outside corner again and hits it. So an 0-2 count, pounds the outside corner twice in a row. We'll see if he goes out there again or if he tries to bring something inside to get Bellafuel thinking for the outside corner. And he sure enough goes inside, and it's going to be strike 3 looking. So Bellafuel goes down on 3 straight looking strikes. And Logan Brent leaves the bases loaded right there onto the bottom half of the 4th. Score 6-0. So leading off the bottom of the 4th will be the second baseman, Gavin Lim. Heyman still on here for the P-Dogs. So 3-1 count now here for Lim. Looking to put himself in scoring position here with a swing of a bat. Swings through, strike 2, so it goes to a full count here for Lim. And it'll issue a inning starting walk there. So Green will watch strike 1 there on the outside corner. Runner's going to go. The throw is not going to be in time there. So Lim is able to swipe second base, still looking for their first runs of the game, and that puts him in scoring position now with nobody down. Good chances, good probability here for the Turtles to be able to move him around. So swinging strike 3 there on Green. Gets the first out of the inning. Backdoor at second base is going to be an errant throw, I believe, off an ankle possibly there of Lim. So maybe that's the game plan there. If you can't be able to keep him from swiping the bags, maybe see if you can get a little bit of a bruise on his ankle and slow his speed down. Well thought out. Ground ball up the middle is going to freeze Lim for a second. Kicks off the glove there. Prairie gets the throw across, and it's going to be not in time. So Caro's able to leg it out. So they have an E6 there for Prairie. Ground ball on the third base line goes foul. So he gets the pump fake. He's going to get the throw back to third, but it's not in time. So Lim is able to get back. He made the perfect play, went with the pump fake, got Lim off the bag, but just didn't get rid of the ball quick enough to be able to catch him off far enough. And so it'll be a stolen base there for Caro. And you get a ground ball to third. The throw is going to come home. And it is good enough to be able to get the out at home. So Lim is tagged out on the bang bang play. A good scoop there from Bellafuel. So Reach is able to reach base firstly there. And another ground ball, a high chopper. Pettyjohn's going to go over and get it. Heyman's got to get to first, and he's able to get there in plenty of time. Make the out right there. So Heyman, once again, a couple of base runners get on with some walks, some errors, but he leaves them stranded there, gets the goose egg up on the board, and will stay at 6-0. So fly ball to left field. Reese is going to get a read on it, but it's going to be able to get over his head there, bounce safely. So a double for Prairie is able to get the inning started here for the P-Dogs. So Tanner looking to try and take advantage here of the leadoff double by Prairie. Watches strike 2 on the outside corner. Now has his 2-2 count. Tanner is able to flick the ball into shallow right field. And just over the glove there of Caro. So Caro is able to get almost able to get a glove on it right there, but just barely gets over the top of him. And so it'll land in for a single. And now you're going to have runners on first and third with nobody out to start the inning for the P-Dogs. So ball one comes in there from Brent. Runner's going to go. You're going to get a fly ball into deep right field. Should be deep enough to be able to get Prairie. You're going to have a close play at first, though. Goes off the glove of Caro. And so Tanner has to retreat there on the hit and run. Gets back in time and is now able to advance back to second base after the ball hits off of Caro's glove over at first. Trying to make a play there on Prairie. So Brent just checks over to third just to make sure that Prairie didn't take off early. Umpire says, nope, he was good. So Brent will go up against Arcaries here. Has one out on the board, runner on second base. He swings through strike one. So Arcaries high fly ball over to Caro. Caro's going to get underneath it and make the second out of the inning. So Valencia will watch ball one there. Swings through strike. So we have a special visitor here in the press box. Little Pants Jr., little puppy. Big fan of the headset right now. Hi, Charlotte. Runner's going to go to third. The throw and going to be in time, and they're able to catch the runner stealing there to end the inning. So Brent does let up one run, but is able to cut down the other, and will head to the bottom of the fifth inning with their score 7-0. So Heyman still on doing work here for the Prairie Dogs, and he'll see the shortstop and Williamson to start his 5th inning. And you'll get strike 3 swinging there from Williamson. So the leadoff strikeout will bring up Cameron Denny here with 1 out. He's going to have a fly ball to center field, but Tanner looks like doesn't have to move very much for it. So 2 outs quickly there for Heyman here in the bottom of the 5th. And that's going to bring up the extra hitter, number 8, Caleb Berry. So Heyman been attacking the strike zone all day so far. Has kept his pitch count down pretty well. He's only at 63 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that's a big thing, especially for all of you prospective pitchers watching at home and seeing how to work. Getting those first pitch strikes go a long ways to be able to keep you in the game for a while, as Arcarice is going to be able to field the ground ball at second base, make the throw across, and Heyman stays unscathed still through 5 innings. So we'll head to the 6th with a score 7-0. So you'll have the leadoff batter here be Valencia, as he was left at home after the runner was cut down at third trying to swipe the bag. He'll come with a fresh count, so at least that's the benefit for him and with that happening. But he'll immediately go back to the same count he had before the runner was thrown out at the 1-1. And ground ball to third is going to be fielded by Gilligan. The throw across in the dirt. Dug out there by Carroll, though. Good help over by 3-4. So leadoff out here for Logan Brent on the mound. So Brent to an 0-2 count now here on Patterson. Now drops to a 2-2 count. So Patterson works all the way back here. Starts with an 0-2 count, gets back to a 3-2 count now, so looking to try and see if he can win this extended battle. And sure enough, he's able to on the swinging strike 3 there from Patterson. So 2 outs on the board. Brent trying to see if he can create the first 0 for the Turtles since the 3rd inning. They're going to get ball 2 up high, so Bacon's now going to have a 2-1 count for him. Ball 3 now for Bacon. And you've got top of the lineup looking to try and see if they can spark something with a 2-out rally. So the foul ball creates a full count now here to Kyler Bacon. And strike 3 there on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch from Brent. Is able to get another goose egg up onto the board here for the Sea Turtles. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning with your score 7-0. Heyman's still on here for the Prairie Dogs. Goes into a 6th inning of work here, and he'll be facing the top of the lineup for the Sea Turtles in Gilligan. Ground ball to third. Patterson scoops it up, throw across in time. So out number 1 recorded here in the 6th inning. So Smith 2-0 count. Now gets a 2-1 count to his name. Turtle's still trying to find how to get a little bit of a chink of an armor here, and Heyman on the mound for the Prairie Dogs as the curveball gets away from him a little bit right there. And you'll get strike 2 there, so you've got a full count coming for Smith, trying to see Sea Turtles just hoping for base runners here, trying to figure out how to get on base, get themselves into scoring position, as you're going to get strike 3 there from Heyman. And he's 1 out away from keeping this thing at a 7-0 game through 6. So he'll get ball 2 on the outside corner. Gavin Lim was able to reach base safely with a error in his last at bat, or sorry, with a walk in his last at bat. So correction on that. Gavin just skipped over him in the lineup. Might be getting ready to go onto the mound or warming up or something, but you skip to Michael Green there, and Green's able to get the first base hit of the ball game for the P-Dogs, and so breaks up the no-no that was coming for him. Gets a base runner on with 2 outs as he singles into right center field. And you have a pinch hitter here for the Sea Turtles for Colby Carroll. There we go. Logan Brent stays on here for the Turtles. And in the 7th inning, I believe came in halfway through the 4th. And so since then, as he gets a ground ball to the right side, he's going to go right side drill. Carroll decides to take it himself, and he's going to be safe. It looked like Brent was there and ready for it. Maybe Carroll just didn't have a good grip on the ball to be able to make the flip, so decides to take it himself, and Klingelhofer beats it out. So as I said, Brent came in the 2nd inning with bases loaded, was able to get out of it without letting up a run. Did give up 1 in the 5th. Has a goose egg in the 6th, and looking to try and repeat that and do it again here in the 7th. Because you're going to get a fly ball into right center field, but Denny gets underneath it for the first out. So Klingerhofer is off. The throw down is going to be strong, but just a little bit high there, and so he's able to get in underneath the tag. He'll move a runner to second, so you've got 1 out, runner at second. I didn't quite see what the call was there on the pitch. I believe I was informed. We're pretty sure it was a ball. As you're going to get a check swing, ground ball to Carroll, so it's not going to matter as he gets the second out. Takes it himself. Klingelhofer is able to advance the third now with Prairie stepping up. So Prairie swings through strike 1 there. He's going to get a fly ball into left field, but Reese is going to get underneath it, and there'll be out number 3. So Brent leaves the runner at third, gets the goose egg up on the board for the Sea Turtles. Now they have the no-hitter broken, so they'll head to the bottom half of the 7th looking to grab some runs. So new pitcher on here for the Prairie Dogs will be Ryan Henriksen as he gets Caro to pop up to left field to start the inning, and that'll be out number 1. So Tyler Reese is going to come up here with a chance to try and see if he can get some base runners on. Fouls one straight back. Good swing on the fastball from Henriksen there. He's going to pop a ball up to left field. And it looks like Bacon's going to get back-to-back outs out there. That'll grab 2 quick ones from Henriksen and bring Lizer, the center fielder, up for the Sea Turtles. So back-to-back strikes there. Henriksen gets the first 2 outs and is now to an 0-2 count here to Lizer. And he goes and gets strike 3 right there. So a great relief appearance so far for Henriksen. Does his job, keeps things going for the Prairie Dogs. And we're heading to the 8th inning. 6 outs left for the Turtles to be able to come back 7-0 lead in front of them. So Logan Brent still on here for the Sea Turtles. Has done a very solid job in his relief appearance so far. He's got 3 2/3 innings pitched. Only let up 1 run. You're going to have a ball lifted into left field. Reese is going to be able to get underneath it, make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Brent coming out and attacking the strike zone in the top of the 8th. Ground ball to third. Gilligan able to collect it. Gets the spinning throw, but the ball's going to go off of Carroll's glove over there at first base. And so Pettyjohn is able to reach safely on the E3. Run on first, one out. Brent's still looking to see if he can get out of the inning with this batter right here, as if he can get a ground ball, possibly turn the double play. He is going to get the ground ball. You're going to get the throw to second, and he's going to be safe, he says. Throw was not able to get there in time. So that'll go down as a fielder's choice for for Arcaris. A little bit of an unrecommended play there for Smith, as Pettyjohn with decent speed had a good jump off of it. I believe he just beat the throw there, so he's trying to see if he can get the double play. Unfortunately, doesn't get it, so now you got runners on first and second with one out still. Hits the outside corner again, so back-to-back good spots there from Logan Brent. And Valencia will just foul one off to be able to stay alive here. Brent goes upstairs to see if maybe he can get Valencia to chase, but he does not. Good discipline there at the plate. And he'll draw a 2-2 count. Fans, remember, if you're sitting at home contemplating on as you get strike three swinging right there, the ball pops out of Smith's glove. I think he was trying to go see if he could get the back door, and it just kind of got away from him, so it'll allow Pettyjohn to move over to third on the strike three. But as I was saying, if you're just hanging out at home and thinking about if you should come down to the ballpark, take a look at the screen and look at how beautiful of a day it is here. It's going to stay nice for us all day. We've got some fantastic summer baseball weather here. And not only that, but do we have a fantastic beer garden down the left field line. Come out there, hang out, have a brew, have a burger, watch some great baseball, as we still got 3 games left today after this one. So Patterson is going to look to be the one to see if he can grab another insurance run here for the P-Dogs. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. Swings through strike 1 there. That'll bring him to a 1-1 count. And you're going to have a ground ball through the 6-hole there. So sure enough, he is able to bring home the run. Extended to an 8-0 lead here for the Prairie Dogs with 2 outs on the board. So top of the lineup now here in Bacon. Brent goes out and gets strike 1. Follows it up with ball 1, so you're going to have a 1-1 count here for him. Foul ball goes into the third base dugout over there, so Turtles get a little souvenir. And Brent looking to try and limit the damage, get out of it with minimal, and see if he can get to the bottom half of the 8th here for his bats. And sure enough, is able to do it on the swinging strike 3. It'll be a drop third, though. Throw over to first is in plenty of time. And Brent Leaves runners on first and second. Comes out of the inning actually not having an earned run to his name, though, too, with the errors that come. And so he'll get into the bottom half of the eighth. Your score is now 8-0. Music, 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 music. So Henriksen's still on here for the Prairie Dogs. He'll see the shortstop in Williamson. Williamson pops the bunt up. And they're going to let it go foul there. So Bellafield was going to look for the catch. Couldn't quite find it in enough time to be able to make the catch, so lets the backspin take it into foul territory right there. So it's going to be strike one on Williamson. So after the failed bump attempt, you're going to get ball one now. Williamson lifts one into right field. Klingelhofer looks like he's got a beat on it and is able to come down with it in foul territory there, so that'll be out one. The batter will be number 83, Cameron Denny, here for the Sea Turtles. Denny watches strike one there on the outside corner. Henriksen, if I remember correctly, threw a little bit in last night's game too. I think he came in for the 10th inning. And luckily for, honestly, both teams, as you get a high fly ball, shallow left field. Bacon's got plenty of time, gets underneath it, and makes the second out of the inning. But as I was saying, luckily for both teams, they were able to get out of it in the 10th because you got 3 games a week and you only got so much pitching on your team, and so you kind of plan it out. I'm sure neither team was expecting to have to go to their arms that they did in the 10th inning. So luckily, Henriksen only throws one last night, is able to come back and throw in relief again today for the Prairie Dogs. As he gets 2 quick outs, has Barry up to the plate ahead 0-1. Good curveball right there. Just not able to break enough to catch the inside corner, so it's going to make it 2-1. Foul ball now creates a 2-2 count here for Barry. And line drive into center field is going to get Barry on with a base knock there. So a good 2-out swing, 2-out approach, or 2-strike approach allows Barry to get a good barrel, fling it into center field, and reach base there with 2 outs. And not only does that get a base runner on, but it turns the top of the lineup up here at the plate and Angus Gilligan. Gilligan watches ball 1 inside. So if there's a better chance for the Turtles, now's the time to be able to see if they can string together a couple of base knocks, base runners, and start to chip into this lead in front of them. It's a tall task in front of them with 4 outs left to their name here in the game. They've got 8 to go and make up for. Very doable as you just chip away one at a time. As Gilligan watches strike 2 there on the outside corner. Held up on the check swing, but I think it was a called strike there by the umpire. And sure enough, he's going to get strike 3, swinging the tag is applied, and that'll be the 3rd out. So we head to the 9th inning, last inning of regulation here. Your score is still 8-0. just not quite able to catch it. So I'll make it 2-2 here. And you're going to get a lazy fly ball in the right field. Denny coming on. Got enough time to be able to be there. So second out of the inning recorded there in right field. And so that'll bring up the catcher, Tam Bellafield here. As Brent gets up 0-2 again. So Brent gets the bounce pass in. You're going to have a 2-2 count now here to Bellafield. Comes with the curveball inside, just a little bit too inside. So now you're going to have a 3-2 count. And the fastball goes in the dirt. So Bellafield watches 0-2 go all the way to a walk. And now gets a 2-out base runner on board for the P-Dogs. And so Prairie, the shortstop, is going to come up here for the P-Dogs. Good breaking ball for strike one. Like we said earlier, Brent's really been leaning on and relying on that breaking ball, and it's been working pretty well for him so far. As he goes to it again there, fouls it straight back into the glove of Smith. So now it gets 0-2. Couple of thought processes that you can definitely do here. It'll be interesting to see if you get the high fastball right here to try and blow it by him. But they're going to go curveball again in the dirt. Good offer. So kind of your two thought processes there. The high fastball to see if you can change that speed up on him, or the curveball that you bury in the dirt and see if he goes and chases after it. So good discipline there from Prairie to be able to lay off of it. Now comes with the high fastball, just a little too high though, because it made it easy for Prairie to leave off of right there. He'll come back with curveball once again, just a little too low. So now goes for his second time, going up 0-2 to coming back and being 3-2 now. He's trying to have a better result here to Prairie than he did before, as you're going to get a weak ground ball over to second base. Green gobbles it up, gets the throw across. And sure enough, Brent does his job. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth inning. 3 outs left for the Turtles. 8 runs to go get. We'll see if they can do it. So here we go. Last 3 outs here for the Turtles. We'll start with the 2-hitter and Atticus Smith. Henriksen still on here for the Prairie Dogs. He's had 2 unscathed innings of work here for him. And he'll start with strike 1 there. And you're going to get a base knock there to start the inning off. Smith gets the line drive to left field. So fight still left here in the Turtles. Like we talked about before, it just takes one pitch at a time. And you're going to have the pitcher, Logan Brent, stepping in here for the Sea Turtles. And good strike 1 there from Henriksen. Hashtag pitchers who rake, question mark. Brent watches ball 1 there inside. So 1-1 count here to Brent. He takes foul ball, I think goes right off of his foot. So just what you want as a pitcher. Getting in there, getting your hacks, and sure enough, you get the very rare, even though you see it, you feel like you see it quite a bit. It's still fairly rare to be able to foul a ball off of yourself. But now he's got the 1-2 count that he has to be able to protect on. And he's going to swing through strike 3 right there, so fouls it straight back into the mitt. So Henriksen looking to see if maybe he can get his ground ball double play and finish the game here. But he does get strike 1 on the outside corner. He'll make it a 1-1 count. You're going to get a high chopper. Henriksen's got to go get it himself. The flip across is going to be in time. They get the second out there. And that'll bring the Sea Turtles down to their last chance. And that'll bring in another pinch hitter, as you're going to have the starting pitcher here for the Sea Turtles, and Solomon Carlton stepping up to the plate, getting his first plate appearance here of the summer. So Carlton takes a big, healthy hack there for strike 1. Curveball stays up high there for Henriksen. Ball 2 up high now. Like we talked about, Snyder wants to try and see if Henriksen can close this fairly quickly here. Has had an appearance yesterday, comes back in today, so you don't want to see his pitch count get too high after back-to-back appearances. The runner's going to go, but it's going to be a foul ball straight back for Solomon. Smith looking to see if he can get himself 90 feet away from scoring and breaking that shutout, but the foul ball is going to send him back to second base. The deuces are wild. You got 2-2 count, 2 outs on the board. Turtles down to the last strike. And you're going to get a foul ball square off of, I think that now hits the foot of Bellofuel behind the plate. So the foul ball keeps Carlton alive. Turtles still floating with their last strike. Seeing if they can not only extend an AB, extend an inning, but extend the game here. Give themselves a chance to continue to look at scraping away at this lead. As that's going to be strike 3 up top. So Henderson closes the door for the P-Dogs, and they take the Game 1 victory with a commanding score of 8-0. Most likely we'll probably have about 30 minutes, allow umpires to get situated, change, and everything, and we'll be back with Game 2 here shortly at the doubleheader. Once again, final score 8-0 P-Dogs.